Uh, yeah, I think we're on live. Hi again. Hi, Ariel. Hi, Amit. Hello, everyone. Uh, Please text plus in the chat if you hear us well. And today we will have a good topic actually. Today we talk about closing the first deal, and I think it's a very interesting topic for new agencies. I think we have a lot of professional agencies in our audience, and if you're watching right now, us, you could send some comments about our presentation because maybe you have some advice about closing the first deal. But if you're new agency, please ask some question in our presentation, and we will read all these comments. And Ariel, words for you. Let's go.
Okay, thank you very much. How are you, Gary? How are you, Amit? I hope everybody on the audience are doing well. Thank you for having me once again. And yes, let's talk about closing the deal. Who doesn't like this moment when the customer say to us, "Okay, done. I'm on. I want to be onboarded. Where should I pay? How should I pay? How we should close it?" So this is a very, very special moment. However, for me, it become a routine because I close deals every week. And yeah, we don't need to be afraid of or to have fear or have pressure. This is something natural that should happen if you do everything correct. So if you do everything good, the clients like you, the clients like the solution, the clients see the value, the benefits that can bring to his operation. Why not, right? In the end of the day, you are there to help businesses to get better performance, to get better results, and to maximize their profit. So let's start the slides. Why first deal matters. The first sale is proof of concept. So some of us didn't make the first sale yet. So sometimes I see some skeptical comments. Does it really work? Or is it really good for businesses? I can tell you, from my point of view, that Boomerang Me works 100% because our clients having at least 20% retention rate. So I know that the first sale, you need to see it coming, you need to feel it, to see that someone actually pay for you. So proof of concept is very important, and I totally agree about it. Also, it unblocks long-term revenue and builds confidence and trust. When I say unblock long-term revenue, I think that Boomerang Me, agree with me, Amit, is like rent. Because if the customer pay us every month or every semester or even every year, it's money that we're gonna receive every month. I think it's like rent, and when I have a lot of clients, I treat my it's like rent. I don't need to do much, and the money comes in every month. It's something unbelievable that all of you must to understand. When you start to sell and you sell a lot, it's easy money because normally when we sell something, we need to sell it again and again, over and over and over. And when we sell like signature stuff like Boomerang Me, they pay us every month. We know the money gonna get inside of our account, so no worries about it. Very powerful tool, and I recommend to anyone, not only for marketing agencies, to try to sell Boomerang Me or at least refer to others. The biggest mistake I think that people does, especially in the beginning, waiting too long. What I mean, we make a demonstration to a lead, we show our product to a lead, and then we don't know when is the right time to ask, when it's going to be a good time to talk about it, if you think about it. Those questions are necessary. I think what we should do is actually to ask them for a timing when they can bring us the decision. An example, when I close a deal, before I release a customer, I ask him, when do you think you can give me an answer, when it's going to be a good time to onboard you? And then they're going to give me kind of excuse. I need to ask my business partner, my wife, I need to ask my dog, my cat. Okay, no problem. But when can you give me an answer? I can give you an answer until Friday. Okay, so Friday will be a good day to follow up because the customer gave you the date when he's going to give you the answer. If we don't have a date, then everything become cold. We don't know what to do. We kind of stuck. We don't know if they are serious or they are not serious. So very important, give a time frame for decision. Okay, Amit, when is the right time going to be a good time for you to give me your decisions. It doesn't matter if it's going to be positive or negative. I need to know when is the right time. Another thing, if you want to offer them a deal to do the contrary, let's say we give them a deal. If you pay me a yearly plan, I can give you 2 months as a token of appreciation if you pay me beforehand. Okay, but I can give you the deal until Friday. So if you don't have the right timing, it will be very difficult to follow up because it doesn't look serious. When I release a customer after the demo, I have the time when he need to give me an answer. Sometimes they're even gonna give me before because they are really thrilled to start. Last week I gave a time frame to a customer and I forgot to follow up. I forgot about him. What happened? We agreed that until Friday you're gonna give me an answer, and he get in touch with me and said to me, "Okay, I'm ready to pay." So if I didn't give him a time frame, he will not be paying until now, probably. So we must to control on the closing and all the time ask them, when can you give us an answer? Extremely important. If you release a lead, it doesn't matter what you are selling. Without timing, it will be much more difficult to close it. So fear of objection delays the ask, over teaching lost momentum. Also, this is something very important. When we talk about our product, especially in the demo, we cannot talk too much. Because if we're going to talk too much on, say, unnecessary things, they're going to start to think. And normally when they start to think, they think, why not? Okay, we need them to think, why yes? So actually we need to say less things because I believe the objection must to come after they pay, not before. Because if too many objections come before they pay, they will go to your competitor. So please don't over say things when you demonstrate the product or when you start closing. Go directly to the point, what is interesting for them, and close the deal. No, doesn't need to make it complicated. In the end of the day, it's a system, doesn't need to overcomplicate things. Okay? Also, confused lead, don't buy. So this is very relevant to what I said. Don't talk too much. Don't need to talk. Make the lead to talk about his challenges, his problems, what he's looking for, and adapt your demo according to what they are saying. So this is very easy closing, actually. What is the perfect moment to start to talk about closing? When they see the real value, when they ask about pricing or timing, and when you have answered key objections, and when their body language shifts. Guys, you need to pay attention to their body language to see if they are really into it of what you are saying, or they are just there because they make a meeting with you. You need to see how they are acting according to what you say. And when I know, when a lead asks me, how much is it? This is the right time to start closing because the lead is already hot, the lead already saw the value, the lead is already into the demo, so why not to close him now? Why to close him in about a month or in about 2 weeks? Let's close him right here, right now. So when they ask me how much is it, I feel I actually put antennas in my head. Now I'm ready to attack, and then I'm already starting closing. Okay? Pricing and timing are really important. Any question regarding to this? Amit, when you usually start closing? Just from curiosity.
You're on mute, Amit.
Yeah, you are on mute, sorry.
I think Charity has a problem with the audio. It's too much echo. I think they're not able to understand.
There's
Yeah,
too much
let
echo.
me check.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you. Is it better now? 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, it's much more better.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that, audience. Sorry about it. By the way, if I said something that was difficult to understand, please let me know in the chat. I can repeat about what I said. Amit, question for you and for the audience. When do you guys starting closing? Like, what are you looking? What question or what timing are you looking to start the closing? Please let me know. I want to see if we are the same.
I think for closing, I think it's the qualification of the lead first, right? Once you think that the lead is qualified enough, then you make the next step and then you go towards the closure as well. So I just want to know how many of you qualify the lead first. Because if you are going to sell it to somebody who do not need anything like this, they're not going to buy it, right?
Absolutely. I think it's really easy. In my point of view, every lead is an opportunity, to be honest. Like each store on the street is relevant to us to
Yeah.
sell the boomerang me. However, if the person is satisfied from his results, doesn't want to grow, doesn't think about tomorrow, he only think about to make the sell today, it will be extremely difficult to sell him the solution, because in the end of the day, loyalty is not something, is not a magic formula, not going to see results in the next day. It's going to take time to see results, but when start to see results are constantly results, like you're going to see every month results. So not all the people has the patience to see those results. However, with
Yeah.
the right questions, with the right direction, we can make them to see the possibility of it, and also to explain to them what they are losing by not using this type of product. So it's really easy to qualify the lead even if it's not interesting. However, if it's a person that doesn't think about the long term, it will be very difficult to sell them. This is 100% sure.
Right.
Gary, any thoughts about it? If you want to share with us about closing?
Yeah, I think it's sometimes it's very hard to understand the real perfect moment because sometimes I had some experience with sales, with closing deals, and sometimes when you discuss a topic with your client, with your lead, you totally understand that in this moment, these clients don't understand the value, they don't understand the real product, and it's not right way to ask about the price in this moment, to talk about money, because they have a lot of question about the product and the price. It would be just another question about the product. Yeah, and I think it's very important, and I think it's more about skills to feel this moment. And yeah, there are a lot of some tactics about this perfect moment, but the feeling is better, for my opinion, and best experience. I think it's very important in this case. Yeah.
Okay, I want to share with you that when I make a demo, I actually
Mhm.
show the product in action, explain to them how it's going to fit to their business,
Mhm.
and what I do next, I'm asking them, like, by the way, if you have any question or doubts, or when you want to start, please let me to know now. And when I ask them when you want to start, it's relevant to how much is it. I want them to ask me how much is it, because when they ask me how much is it, it means I'm interesting. What is the price? Some of them, I think, when I make a demo, they don't ask me how much is it. They ask me how much is the investment. So I even give more value than what I think, because they see it as an
Mhm.
investment, not as a cost. Normally, when they're gonna ask you how much it costs, I'm gonna tell them cost zero, because this is not a cost. This is an investment. Cost is when you pay on something and doesn't get a return. Here, you're gonna invest your money and gonna get much back. So I already soft their approach and go directly to the prices. So it really depends. But when they ask me how much is it, this is the time to attack, in my opinion. We have a comment.
Yeah. I frequently ask them if they have any questions, which opens the door for them to ask the price. What do you think about this approach? Yeah, perfect
Very good.
approach.
Very good. And I would add on top of that, when would you like to start? Tomorrow is a good day? In purpose, to see the reaction. Because if you ask someone tomorrow is a good day, he might tell you, yes, tomorrow is a good day. So it's mean done, right? The price doesn't matter. So everything you did, Henry, perfect. Just try to control a little bit more in the situation. When would you like to start? This is a good question to ask them, just to check how warm they are.
I think not only that, what you can do in that case as well to maybe to build more trust with them, provide them with a 30 days money back guarantee or something, right? Because if they are going to pay you, you can say that, this thing is going to work for you. and I can give you the 30 days money back guarantee as well, because right now you do not have the trust building, right? But within 30 days the trust will start building, and they're not going to ask for the money back, that is for sure. But again, it will bring a lot of trust for them as well, that they are not losing anything.
I think it's really relevant to where you are located, because in the United States, maybe Canada, those places, a money back guarantee, it's more common. However, in South America, if you say to someone, I give your money back, you will take the money, you know? So I think we should understand and know better our culture, where we are located, and
Yeah.
know what works for us. I'm not a big fan of give the money back guarantee, because I believe that during the demo, I already can build the trust and prove them that actually the product works. Obviously, it's easier when you already have clients, but this is an amazing tool. You can send them the push notification in the during the demo. So what else you need to prove? Okay, we can think a little bit outside the box and bring much more value. So I'm going to the next slide. Natural ways to ask for the deal. Would you like to move forward with this? Okay, this is another question to ask if you would like, if you stuck doing the demo and you want to start closing, or is there anything stopping for us getting started today? This is another nice question that you can ask your leads. In elegant way. We don't need to be pushy, or even let's look this in. Should I send over the paperwork? If you want to be even more professional. So doing the demo, you need to find the right moment. Normally is when they ask about pricing, and ask this question in elegant way, that this way it will come, the closing will come naturally from their side as well. Think about it, okay? Would you like to move forward with this? Really easy, really simple question that go directly to the point without any effort. Handling, let me think about it. How many of you got let me think about it during the demo? Gary, I'm sure you got it a lot, right? Let me think
Yeah,
about
I
it.
think I think it's actually sometimes, not sometimes. Usually, I use these words in some shops when I try to buy some big purchase, like I don't know, big TV in my room, something like this, and I just checked uh, in the physical store, and I want to make this purchase online, and I use these words. Let me think about it, something like this. It's not very relevant example, but I want to say that sometimes under this phrase you could find the real value. They don't think about it. They have some question and they don't ready to ask about. Maybe they don't totally understand this question, and just they feeling that they don't want to buy it, something like this.
Absolutely. Let me think about it. It's a common excuse to try to avoid unnecessary situation. However, it's really easy to break it. Okay, let me think about it. Sure. What would help make your decision easier? Or is it timing, budget, or something else? Because as you said, we need to know what they want to think about. When we figure it out, what is the real objection, it's much easier to move it the way we want. So if someone tell you, let me think about it, it means you didn't do an amazing job, but you still can save it by asking the right question and discover what there is behind this. Think about it, because what they need to think about, what they buy a house, it's only a software, right? Easy software to retain customers, collect data, etc. This is an excuse, so we must to understand what is behind it and ask the right question. Okay, what would help you make your decision easier? Okay, and then the lead gonna tell you, actually I'm afraid because of this, I'm afraid about that. Okay, no problem, we can take care of it. This is not a problem. So after we solve this issue, can we move forward? Yes, we can. Okay, don't be afraid from let me think about it. Make it easy to say yes. Okay, so when I make closing, what we can offer them is actually a limited time incentive. What I mean, if you pay me until Friday, I can give you the price of the basic plan, and you get the features of the medium plan. if you pay me until Friday cash for 1 year, you get 2 months for free. But again, it's relevant to the timing. Must to have timing, must to create urgent, but no pressure. So when you explain them in a really nice way, listen, I can secure the deal, let me check what I can do for you. This way they see the value, and most likely they will move forward because they feel special. You gave them a special deal, and then they think, wow, I have like 48 hours to decide. This is extremely important. When you let customer to go, put timing on your offer. Okay. Another thing we can do, remove risk, trial, money back guarantee if you want to offer them those things. Provide a minimum. For example, you can tell them if you close with me until specific time, the onboard going to be on us with no extra charge. Things that they are simple, but still can give value for your operation, because most of the clients will not want to onboard themselves. So what you can do, you know what, I will give you onboard. Normally we charge $500. Let's close and give it to you as a token of appreciation. Anyway, you're going to do it, right? But they see the value on it. What do you think about it, Amit?
Yeah, makes sense. I think not only that, maybe for a week or so, you can give them a maybe maybe a training sort of thing as well. Add on with it, combine with it, and give it to them so that they think that the value they're getting out is a whole package, right? Everything is there. Onboarding is there. You have the trainings, so they can, after 14 or 15 days, they can do it themselves. But yes, the hand holding is very much important for the first week. And I think it will build a lot of trust, and they are going to recommend you as well to others. So,
Absolutely, absolutely. They're going to recommend about you. This is something very important that you said, because in the end of the day, our clients can bring us clients, believe it or not. Today, I can tell you that every week we get organic sales from person that got recommendation about it from someone that using the solution, or someone that saw it in another store and want to bring it to his place as well. Because if we do everything right, we are not only closing one sale, we have a potential of expanded without extra effort. It's going to happen naturally and organically. This is something unbelievable that Boomerang can bring to our business, and I can tell you that for us it's working totally fine. So what you said, to give the extra value, to create the trust, and also make them to trust you to recommend about others. Let's think about the tomorrow, let's think about the next month, not only about this sale now. So very important. I like it. By the way, the people in the audience, if you have a comment, have a question, please feel free to share with us your thoughts about closing. If you had some closing that didn't work well as planned, or even a good closing that you thought that will not pay and pay, tell us what's going on. We want to know.
Yeah, actually, I have a comment about provide the first win. Yeah, and I think it's a very important moment, and many people don't think about it. But I am a good example, because in my work, I need to use a lot of different marketing tools. And sometimes I skip a lot of tools because I totally understand that I spend a lot of hours for setting up these services. And I understand that it's really important service for me. I understand the value, but I have a lot of different tasks with higher value for me. And by this reason, I skip really important things. And if they have some onboarding, I don't know, maybe it will be the good reason to pay it. For example, we have some end-to-end analytics service, and we decide to pay for this subscription because they provide onboarding for first quarter. Yeah, and it was a good point for us. And actually, in our product, we have an onboarding.
Absolutely. Are small things, Gary, that makes the difference between maybe and I go for it. So onboarding is something that you can charge for it. You are more than welcome to charge for it. But you also can tell them, if you close with me the yearly plan until Friday, the onboarding on us. Why not?
Yep.
So yes, absolutely. Value, value, value. Okay. Bonus tips: how top sellers close first deals. They don't ask, they guide. Okay, they don't fear silence, and they always give next steps. So I think my biggest tip for you today is all the time give next steps, no matter what. If in the demo was not amazing, was not by the book, as we like to say, all the time has to have the next steps. Okay, when can you give me an answer? I can give an answer on Friday. I can give an answer in about a month. Let me, this month I'm busy. Can we talk again next month? Okay, of course we can. 5th of the month is a good day at 8 a.m. Yes. Okay, I will get in touch with you 5th of the month of next month and 8 a.m. So if you release your lead without next steps, unfortunately, you are missing opportunity. Okay, this is extremely important tip for me to you, so please use it. Okay, Amit, Gary, did you ever release a lead without timing?
Yeah.
And what are the chances to close, or we start to ghost you?
Yeah. If we talk about timing for leads, I think it depends on the product, and sometimes, for example, if you have some very simple product, it's not a good idea to spend, I don't know, 6 months for closing this deal, something like this. And but for example, if you want to sell the product to a big franchise chain, yeah, you could spend, I don't know, 1 hour or 1 year.
1 year, 1 year.
1 year. I want to spend 1 hour for closing deals with big franchise, but it's just a dream.
I
Yeah.
think what I think is it depends on the first interaction as well, right? How you are creating the next part, the steps, because sales is a journey. The first step, second, third is the closure that we talk about. So the first part should be very effective. Even if the demo is not good, that doesn't matter, right? Sometimes we do a bad demo as well. We have bad days, right? We can't speak. Sometimes we have a throat infection or something, but the value stays with the client, the value that the product is going to offer, right? So if they have that in mind stuck, and you have bullet that points on the demo rather than showing them the whole platform very theoretically, it doesn't matter. The next followed by what you have already prepared for the next step for them, right? It's a journey. If you're sitting on a train, you should know the next step, next stop. If you do not know it, you can't reach the destination. So what will be the next stop? He should know about it. What will be the time frame to go to the next stop? It's a journey, little points, and that matters a lot. If you have given the best demo, believe me, the best salesperson who are giving you a lot of lectures in YouTube, they can't sell the product. That is why they're just lecturing and everything, right? The real time scenario, only Ariel, somebody who has already done it, right, can provide you the insight about it. But if you go to YouTube, you can find a lot of channels who are telling you how to sell it, sell this way or that. It doesn't work, believe me. It's your
You
journey, you
said
have
something
to
very
do it.
nice. It's like a train station, right? We need to know what is the next step. So
Yeah.
absolutely, when you guys demo to someone, you need to know what to say, what next. Even if it works or not, if you didn't feel comfortable, you must to follow the step. And in the end, even if you didn't do a good demo, because you follow the right steps, there is a higher chance you're going to close the deal. So I like what you said, very true, and thank you for that.
No worries.
Yeah, actually, we have a comment in our chat. From your experience, what are the best pricing practice for your 3-tier plans?
Wow.
Yeah, it's a good question, because actually I think the question about price is near the question of the first sales. Yeah, and what do you think about Ariel?
I think that the best way, honestly, is to search for your competitors, where you at, because we're coming from different places in the world. Obviously, we'll have different prices. So what I would do if I were you, look for loyalty in your city, in your state. I don't know where are you located from. and see what pricing they are selling. If you are a beginner, I will not recommend to sell at the same price or higher, because they already have clients, they already have case studies, they already well known probably. So what I would do, I would sell maybe 20-25% cheaper than them, just for the first 10 sales. That is really not difficult at all. And after, when you start to have your own case studies, your own social proof that your product works, this is the time to sell it in the same price or even higher. I can tell you that a few weeks ago, I increased the sales by 40%, and I saw that I'm selling the same. So after you give value and the person wants the product, the price doesn't matter. But obviously, in the beginning, you must have some social proofs. So start low and increase according to your results.
Yeah, I mean, could you share some maybe numbers about our most I don't know, which price usually our agency use in their plans? I mean, in the United States, what do you think?
I think right now, what because on the daily basis, it's a lot of interaction regarding the same question that is put by INV video with 360 AI, right? I hope it is not a AI who is asking the question. So it depends. It depends. The first thing is we have already provided you with the three plans, right? So if you want to onboard them on the very initial stage, if it is a very local business with one owner or something, you can go with the basic one. You can put a value of like $150 and give them discount and try to close them on the first quarter, or maybe for the annual plan. So it can be $99 or something. But with the second one, you can go up to, I think, 150. I think 149 will be a good idea for the second plan, and for the third, 199 is going to be the best. So again, it all depends, because some of the clients, they are selling at, I think, 250 something for the third plan, right? It comes with, again, the services, if you want to offer them something more along with it. So here's from Miami, Florida. I think it should be between 100 to 300. This is where you have to stick with the bottom and the top. Okay, what is this? What have you found to be the main selling point? What gets them the most excited? Yes,
This
Ariel, you can answer it.
this is a very tricky question, because each client has different point of views. I think that what excites them the most, it's actually the communication part. The fact is, as I said in one of our first webinar, how do you communicate with your client after you leave your business? So the fact that the decision maker understand that, okay, the clients will leave my place today, but I'm able to talk to them through their phone. The phone turned out to be the best communication channel, because we are on the phone all day long, all the time. This is a fact. So when they realize that they can communicate and say about promotion, say about reminders, to say about communication in general, I think this is what the most exciting, because this is what brings the customer back. Communication. If you don't communicate with your client, he forget you, just like that. So in my point of view, this is the most exciting. And of course, when they onboard and they see their card, with their brand identity, everything done by the book, they get really happy, because they think they achieve something, they unlock something that they didn't have in their operation, and it's make them to be extremely excited to offer to their clients. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's
I will,
not AI, it's Marco Gonzalez.
Marco Gonzalez. ¿Cómo estás?
Yeah.
Marco Gonzalez. Okay, I move on to the next slide. Learning from missed closed. Have you ever felt the moment slipping away during a close? Did you say something you later realized wasn't the best approach? Share in the chat. Guys, this is for you that are with us today. Tell us about closing moment that didn't go as planned. What happened and what did you learn from it? Let's try to analyze together. I had many situations that I was trying to close, and unfortunately I didn't. But every time when it happened, I understand, or at least I think I understand what happened, and I try not to make the mistake twice. So this is a little exercise for who with us today on the chat. If you guys want to share with us some closing moment, boomerang me another product, feel free to share with us, and let's analyze together what happened. You, Gary, also can share with us if you like.
Yeah, it's a good question. Let me think about it. I don't know. Maybe I want to say about my previous experience with sales when I don't know. I had some cases when I closed the deals, and after I understand that, for example, it was a client, and he had a big budget, yeah, a real big budget, and he researched the market and find some solution with a really high price, but I sold for very cheap price. And I know about after the sales, and for example, it was like $100, and they found a solution for $10K. Yeah. and uh, and it was the reason of this. I'm gonna say that I don't ask about their product, their company. I don't ask about some, I don't know, their competitors, and I thought that there was on the different market. Yeah, and this fold was about $10K.
Okay, even though you close the deal, you can make it better. So I
Yeah.
hope you learn from the mistake, and next time ask the right question, please, to get the right amount from your lead. I believe we have a few questions in the chat. If you can share with us, please.
Yeah. First of all, what is your lead source? Door to door or online advertising?
Good question. Thank you for that. So in the beginning, Alex, we didn't have budget so much, so we must do everything door to door. So I believe that at least 14 stores in my neighborhood become our clients. I remember coming back from a judo class with my daughter, and then I start to point on stores. I said to her, "You see this store over there? It's my customer. You see this store over there? It's my customer also." And then I point on another store. "You see this customer?" She said to me, "Let me guess, is your customer?" I said to her, "Yes, is my customer as well." So when you are on budget, tight budget, definitely I recommend about door to door. And this is, when you're gonna walk on the street, you're gonna get extremely excited because you're gonna see that stores that you never saw before, that you never pay attention to them because you normally take the car, the bus, the train, I don't know what transportation you're using, and you can discover a lot of opportunities by door to door. However, today our budget become higher because we are selling every month and we are using online advertising. And before we start to use online advertising, I used a lot LinkedIn. LinkedIn, I think it's a gold mine for leads, especially if you are targeting big fish, like big franchises. It does take time, Gary, when you mentioned that it can take a few months to close a deal, but you can close a sale of 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 stores at once. So if it's going to take you a few months, definitely worth it. I recommend to try all the communication channels because we cannot be present only in one, and to see what works best for you. At the moment, we are focusing on online advertising and it works well.
Yeah. Also, we have a comment about our previous question. The communication aspect is massive. I asked prospect if they'd like to send a push message, and they said not now because they were worried about the cost. I realized following my pitch, push a free needs to be clear communicated. Yeah, I found it helps to compare the push features for example, SMS, WhatsApp. Yeah, I totally agree with this topic. And sometimes big companies and small companies too spend a lot of money for SMS and WhatsApp messages if they use the business WhatsApp. And a lot of clients think that push notification uh, is a paid option. Yeah, and they don't understand that it's a free if we compare with SMS. Mm, yeah, I think I or Ariel have internet issue.
I
I
think
mean, yeah,
it is Ariel.
it's Ariel. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, let's check another question. Had a great initial walk-in meeting, multi-location restaurant bar, super successful business that doesn't to use loyalty because they are busy enough. But he said he was open to having a discussion. I didn't leave next steps. Now I'm going to be reach out today. I hope it didn't go cold.
I think the first step was awesome. You did the first step, I think, accurately. When you leave, try to push them with for the next meeting or something, where because it's very important, right? They have shown you the interest. They do not have the loyalty program. I think it's the right fit for you. Try to speak with them again, and I think you can get them on board for the next meeting, and then maybe you can close them as well. But again, it's a good start, right? Because you're also doing it to go for the walk-in 5 minutes walk-in meet. It's a great idea actually. So Ariel,
Hello.
oh,
Sorry about it.
sorry, I was adding to you and then I removed you from the stage.
No,
Sorry
of
from
course
my
not.
side. Yeah.
I would like to add a comment about the push notification. Instead of to say they are free, I would say that they are already included in our monthly or yearly plan and they are unlimited. I think when we say it's included in our deal, it gives much more value than, okay, it's free. When we say about something that is free, it's actually low a little bit the value, if you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, yeah, totally agree.
Okay. We have a question regarding to closing.
I think no, no, not new questions.
Okay. Let me move on to the next slide then. Okay, so let's practice and close more deals. Use one of those closing lines this week, guys, when you make a demo test that works with your style. What I'm trying to tell you that each one of us has a different approach, different manners, come from different cultures. So you don't must to say exactly word by word what I'm telling. Try to adapt it to the way you are talking. This way you're going to feel more comfortable and we'll go with a better flow. Okay. In other words, be you. Okay. Don't try to be another person. And you will see that when you are real to yourself, when you have your own confidence, it will be much easier to trust you and to listening to you. And please try everything we are telling you. You will see that it works. I use it on a daily, weekly basis. And everything I'm telling you, it's because I try it and it works. So feel free to use those tactics, share your results with us or in the community and the Facebook and the school. We want to listen to more successful stories. We want to know that you are selling and we're going to celebrate with you when you're going to sell because we believe that your success is our success also. I all the time say to my clients, by the way, before I close them, your success is my success. So please feel free to use whatever I tell you, and you're going to see that it's going to work.
Yeah, we
Okay.
have a comment. I follow Ariel's advice, which is basically be a customer of them first. When paying, I ask, do they
Okay.
have a loyalty program? Then I ask if I can show them something. Then ask for a meeting. Yeah,
Perfect.
it's a great.
Very happy for you that you are using my tips and it works. Yeah, guys, when you are a client of a place, it doesn't matter, even if you buy water, coffee, sandwich, they must to treat you as a client. So when a client asks to speak with the decision maker or to someone, they gonna give you the attention and they're most likely gonna listen to what you say. Because how many times we were trying to talk to someone and we feel that he's only hearing us and trying to finish the conversation, it doesn't really pay attention to what we are saying. So absolutely, if you are targeting a place, go be their client, check for pain points that Boomerang me can solve, and then it will be much naturally easy to use it in order to bring them to the next step, that is a demo, and after obviously closing. So congratulations for this, Henry. I wish you success with this store, and I wish you to close this deal.
Great. Anybody
Okay.
else?
If anybody has questions, a question regarding to closing, please, it's now or never to ask me. Please feel free to ask. By the way, Amit, if you have some closing, specific close, and you remember that maybe you did something, if you could do things differently, and you want to share with us, please feel free.
Yeah, I think the closing part is it's not the toughest part, but it's a very tricky part as well, right? Because in the closing part, either you can make it or break it. So you have to be okay. Somebody's asking, do you show demo on your phone or computer during in-person presentation? I
Okay,
think
I already talked about it a million times. Okay, Amit, go ahead.
yeah. So the thing is, what happens is at the end, when they are interested, but they have some of the objections as well, it is when you have to raise your bar, right? That is where the actual salesmanship comes into picture, because the objection has been cleared. You have passed the first initial stage, the second one, and now you have to close them. So Ariel, I think you are more more in terms of talking with the local market. What do you think in the end, when you think that this customer might buy it, or he might, maybe there will be a breaking point that he is not agreeing with one of the things? So what do you generally do to convince them at the end? I think it's like with that point, either they are going to buy it or they are going to maybe not go for it. It can be a pricing, anything it can be. So what do you do in that case when you know that this objection is not objection, actually it's a make or break, terms and condition as well, whatever it can be?
Okay, if you want to discover if they have objection or something holding them back, you should ask them directly. Please, if you have any doubts or question, feel free to ask me. I'm all ears and I want to know, what do you think about it? So just ask them. If you don't feel that they are totally into it, just ask them the right question and they're gonna tell you, because I think that the key point of succeeding selling it, it's the active listening. It's not about what you are selling, it's about what is interesting for them. So just ask them the question. What kind of doubts and question you have regarding to this amazing platform? And then they're going to tell you, what about this, this, and that, and what about this, and that, and then you address the objection easily, because they're going to reveal what holding them back. If I will not ask those questions, then we're never going to tell me, right?
The problem is with most of them, the end point is the problem, right? Not about the client as well, but with the person who is selling the solution as well. because they have already done the discussion and everything, and they have already agreed upon that this is what the value will be, this is what we will be giving you,
Okay.
onboarding, whatever it can be. But again, you're never too sure that if they are not maybe they have not paid yet, they have some of the doubts, right? In the end they can even back out, right? So I think you mentioned the right thing, that you have to be on the very last stage. You have to still clearing all the doubts and keep on asking about any of the questions they have in the mind. Because if you are going to say that, let's give you 50% off, 60% off, this is not going to work. Believe me, if they can't pay you $100, they are not going to pay you 50 as well.
I think that it really depends on the scenario that you are creating
Yeah.
during the demo. And when I talk to them in a demo, I'm asking them the right questions for them to trust me, for them to feel comfortable with me. And the most important thing, they don't feel that I'm selling them something. So
Right.
when I create this scenario from the first seconds, so they will reveal what's really holding them back. And when they're gonna say it, I will be very happy to adapt it and to show them the real value. So I think we touched a little about it last week about sell benefits and not features. And this is what I'm doing. Instead of to tell them push notification, I'm telling them, imagine to send the right message on the right time for your clients, or ask them a good question. Like today, I had a demo before we start this meeting. I asked the person, when one of your clients has a birthday, what do you do? And then he said to me, I'm give them free dessert. Wonderful, but how will the customer will know that he can get free dessert? And then he said, you need to go to our social media. If you had a way to communicate with your clients the same day of your birthday or day before, a week before, what do you think will happen in your client's mind? So it's basically the same, but I'm just adapting the situation to what they are doing wrong and show them what we can solve. So it's really easy.
Yeah, you're on mute, Amit.
You're on mute, Amit.
I think, guys, Ariel has made a very valid point. Trust, right? The whole journey that you are doing with the lead, it's based on trust. And in the end, if he's going to trust you, believe me, the questions will vanish. The
Yeah,
problem
I
is,
don't get objections. Honestly, I don't get
yeah,
objections.
yeah. The problem is, it's not the lead ghosting you; it's you who is ghosting the lead, right? It's not a proper follow up. It's not the sequence that you should follow, and it's the closure part. I think within this stage, you should have built enough trust that he should have no objection. As Ariel mentioned, he do not have that kind of scenario, right? Because Ariel is building that trust within the client. So I think it's a very valid point, and I think it should be done that way only, from the very first stage to the last stage. It's only about the product and the trust building.
Yes, absolutely. When they trust you, they also will be trusted to recommend about you. This is another thing that trust bring you many things, not only sell. So when the person feel 100% sure that what you're saying going to happen, that what you say it's good for his business, the price doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's 100, 200, 300, 500 per month, because he trusts you.
Great. How many of you buy insurance based on trust?
And how many problems you have when you have a problem, right? How many things
Yeah.
happening? So yeah, also when they trust you, this is one thing, but also when they have an issue, you need to know how to fix it fast as possible. This is another valid point, that what happened after sell, what happened after the onboarding, what happened after they pay you. So you must to keep the same level of trust. Otherwise, they're going to be frustrated, they're going to be annoyed, and then you might lose a customer, unfortunately.
Great. I think we are already at the very end of the webinar. I think, Gary, we have a special offer as well. I Let me tell you about the offer first. For the Memorial Day, we have 25. Oh, it's 20 spots now. Previously, it was 25, Gary, right?
Yeah.
For the unlimited plan, that means you can get the unlimited plan without paying the extra. $15 value after the 3 sub accounts. That means now you can onboard as many clients you want. Great offer for the Memorial Day. I think it will start from today. We have 20 spots left. 25 were there, 20 are left. So guys, please hurry. You can book a call, or yes, you can book a call and get the link to make the payment. It's a process. You make the payment, you will get an onboarding call, and then everything will be set up from our team side, and then you can just start selling it. And Ariel is there as well, because you will get access to the private school. Great guy. He's going to help you with anything. You can even book a call with him. So guys, please, just to inform you, 20 spots are left. Go for it. It's 3K. The general cost is 2568 for the whole year. 2584, right? For the whole year with 3 sub accounts. Here you are going to get unlimited sub accounts. So Ariel, you have anything to say about this offer?
I think it's an amazing offer, super valid. Imagine if you onboard 10 clients, you already paid the year plan. So, it's really profitable. If you see the potential in the product like we do, we have many clients, we are making money every month, every year, because we have people that pay us monthly, yearly plan. And I will be more than happy to share my knowledge with you in order to make you guys to be the next success stories of Boomerang Me. So we can do it together. I will be more than welcome to be part of your success. So,
great. And guys, it will be even cheaper than what we are selling on the monthly plan. The monthly plan is for $259 a month with 3 sub accounts. And it will be $250 for a month. But again, you have to go on an annual contract. But again, we are giving you access to the private school as well. That's a very big plus point here. So guys, go for it. I think, Gary, please keep on updating how many spots are left from tomorrow, so that everybody is aware about it. These are 20 spots. Believe me, just avail it as soon as possible, because I think they will be gone by tomorrow.
Yep.
Anything else, Gary, you want to add?
I think no. Actually, I want to say that if you are not ready to pay for unlimited plan, maybe you want to try different plans, you could book demo too, and we have some personal discount for each client. I mean, for new subscription, only for new subscription. And please book a demo, and you could describe any price for your plans.
And please make sure that I just want to clear as well that this particular promotion is only for the new clients.
Yeah.
Great.
Sounds amazing.
I think it was a great session. Thanks a lot, Ariel, for your time. Thanks a lot,
Thank
Gary,
you.
as well. And I think we are going to meet next week, same day, same time, same place.
No. Next week it will be our workshop, 3-day workshop.
Oh yeah,
next week.
guys. Oh, I forgot again. We have a workshop coming up on 27th, 28th, and 29th.
Yeah.
We are
right.
part of it, and we are going to build a company directly from the scratch. We are going to do everything with you guys. And I think we can share the link as well if we have, Gary, for the workshop, so that we can
Let
have.
Let me share. Let me share. Yep. It's a link for
Right.
our workshop.
So, guys, see you there on 27th, 28th, and 29th, and have a great day. So,
We're
next
gonna
week,
meet in
we're
2
going to have a
weeks.
webinar.
All right. We're going to meet in 2 weeks then.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Have a nice and productive week, and good luck to everybody. Send us good
Bye.
news.
Yeah. Good luck. See you. Bye.